Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We're going to have a look at a Yale old school, I think it's Mark II deadlock. I came across this one the other day, and basically when I got there I couldn't get to the other side, so all I had was the inside, and the handle right here is completely jammed. So I couldn't do anything really with it. The key they didn't have, and basically it's just stopped working. So I thought it'd be a good one to bring back to the office and have a look and see what's gone wrong with it. So here's the lock itself. You've probably seen a few of them. To get this lock open, since I couldn't get to the other side, I had one option, and that was to cut the bolt. So I did that with a grinder, and 10 minutes later we were in. So that was fine. Once I got it off the door, I haven't actually stripped it down to find out what the problem is. I thought I might as well do that now. So there's your inside plate. When you turn your cylinder on the outside, it drives that, which then goes in here and drives this mechanism here. So before we start disturbing anything, it'd be nice to actually know why the lock has failed. Just in case it's happened on another one, I'd like to know if there's another way around to actually unlock it. I mean, considering if we could have gotten to the other side to pull this one back here, we might have had some luck pulling it back, because it looks like it's actually moved from this side. There's one screw out. There's two screw out. Got my screws in there. So let's see what's gone wrong. Alright, so straight away I can see that this part of the bolt that pulls it back is bent. And what's happened is that this arm underneath here, this one here, has skipped and gone underneath it. So really, once it's all back together, no amount of forcing will really get it out. I mean, I could have hit it with a hammer and tried to sort of force it around this way, like I've just done now. Now the case is off, everything's loose. But having a look here too, this part right here is bent out of shape. This part here is bent out of shape. Look, it can be straightened and it can be reused, but there is that chance it might happen again. And I would be saying most likely when they've gone to turn this handle, they've had to apply so much force on it that this part here, I'll remove this bolt so you can see. Here's our spring. So they've gone to turn this handle here to unlock it, and this bolt here has not retracted. It's actually been firm in place, and then here's been the weakest point. So it's actually skipped, turned the handle like that, and gone into that position where now you can't turn the handle any which way. So you can't turn it any more clockwise, and you can't turn it anti-clockwise because you're hitting this part here. So to me, this if I wanted to save this lock, I could kind of pull it apart and straighten these parts out, but I'd also be checking the clearance on the bolt, because obviously the bolt clearance is an issue, and the frame must be hitting the bolt, or when it's a wet day or there's water on the frame or something along those lines, this bolt is not easily enough to retract. It would slide in and out. I mean, these are all sort of fabricated parts, so it would be able to slide perfectly on a normal day. It's got grease all over the place, so it's obviously something to do with the frame, why it's played up. The door's sunk, the frame's moved, and you can also see it in this part here, which is bent. So that's bent as well. So yeah, we just basically chuck it out, go for a new lock. If you're in the bush or something and you had to clean it up, you could. You would straighten this part out, straighten this part out, check the clearance, and you could put it back on the door and it probably would work. The reason somebody might go for that option is because this lock is larger than a normal lock, so you've got, like, you don't want to have to change the footprint, paint bad edge and things. Also, the other option is the other reason is your striker plate's a lot bigger than your normal standard deadlocks you have now too. So if you start swapping them out, you're going to have, like, the normal size is about this, so you'd be left with a good 20 mil of filler needed on the frame to make the job look nice. So that's the actual lock itself right there. Nothing really left in there to keep. It's such an old lock now, it's probably just going to go straight into the bin, and that was the reason it failed. The handle on the inside was turned so hard to pull the bolt back, and it skipped underneath and created that jamming effect where the handle is stuck up in that position. So that's the mystery. That's the mystery of this lock, and my best guess is that the frame moved, or the door's swollen and put pressure on this bolt. That's what it was. Okay, thanks for watching.